started with one story to write 3 best-selling books, and I started with one product idea before launching the Stage to Sell strategy, the video visibility course, and more recently, the Visible You Incubator. So the difference really between me and you is that I went all in and I really started to actively listen, show up, and share stories to leverage my expertise. So is it easy? Heck no. Have I failed? Hell yes. And the past few years, I've had to actually take a step back in my business to deal with a divorce that I had no control over. I had to force myself to show up when I didn't want to. I had to reflect inward, refocus, and decide how I was going to take back control. And then it came to me by taking back my time and showing up for you and the colleagues within my industry. And so my mission is to make home staging a real estate standard. And I've spent years educating not only my clients, but all homeowners and real estate agents about our valuable industry. But we need more visibility. And I need you to do your part and properly market your company. And so that's why I'm here today, to really help you make running your business just damn easier. Okay, so wherever you see these blue chat boxes, I want you guys to chime in if you have a computer next to you, and let me know in the comments below, are you currently using AI in your business? And if so, how? And let me get my chat up here so I can see it. I've been using AI in my business for all sorts of things at this point. In fact, the emails that people received when I was doing this workshop initially, those were created or drafted by AI. The copy on the landing page that I had created for this workshop originally, that was drafted by AI. So, all right, you guys are saying not using it, need and want to, not currently using AI, which is good. Yes, copywriting, it's so much easier than coming up with your own ideas sometimes, because that's usually the hardest part, is sitting there staring at that blank screen. Like, you know what you want to create, but you have to put all your thoughts together. And so AI kind of helps you map that out faster. Obviously, you can't just cut and paste things off of the different platforms, but it makes it a lot easier. And so at this point, AI is not a threat to your business. It's the competitor down the street who's going to be using AI that is. All right, so AI is the theory and development of computer systems able to perform tasks that normally require human intelligence. And computers that can, these are computers that can see, hear, and read to make decisions and perform tasks based on what it learns. So I want to remind you guys, though, AI can assist you. It can't necessarily do everything. It can't do things for you. So what do I mean? Chat GPT, which we'll get into a little bit later, does not understand what it's writing. So it can write with you, but it can't write for you. Now, I know many of you guys have iPhones, and we're already using AI in our daily lives. So with iPhones, right, the problem is you don't want anyone else to get into your phone and see your personal information and things like that. So the solution that Apple has provided is that AI will only unlock your phone when it sees your face. So a computer, which is also artificial intelligence, is looking at your face first before allowing you to use your own phone. Roombas too, right? How many of you guys have a Roomba? The problem is you don't have time to vacuum your home, or maybe you just don't like vacuuming. But the solution they created is that AI cleans the floor for you on a timer, and it's using the technology to map out the objects on your floor to make the cleaning a lot faster over time. And then what about Alexa, right? The problem is we all could use a personal assistant, and the solution is AI sets reminders, she makes appointments, she even plays songs and retrieves information instantly for you to make it, to make your day a lot easier. So at this point, AI still requires a human to program it and tell it what to do. And there are three categories when it comes to AI. So AI software typically falls into machine learning, which is a process that analyzes massive amounts of data and finds patterns and trends. And it's the most common form of AI for business. Machine learning algorithms get their name because the software can change over time based on past results. Automation frees human workers from repetitive tasks, and it can take a variety of forms, from factory robots on the assembly line to software tools that manage the workforce. So with these cloud-based platforms, even small businesses can automate many aspects of daily operations. And then we have the newest, which is the natural language processing, NLP, and it lets AI software recognize human speech and understand spoken commands. And it supports human engagement via tools like search engines, chatbots, and virtual assistants. So those are the three different categories that we have in the AI field at the moment. So let's talk about the benefits of AI. So it helps you increase efficiency. AI can automate routine and repetitive tasks, freeing up you or your employees to focus on more complex and high-value tasks. And this can increase overall efficiency and productivity in your business. It can also improve accuracy. So AI algorithms can analyze large amounts of data quickly and accurately, reducing the likelihood of errors and improving decision-making. It can provide better customer experiences. So AI can help business personalize customer experiences, such as provider services and providing personalized support. It can also reduce costs by automating tasks, improving efficiency, and reducing errors. So, for example, AI can help a home staging company analyze real estate marketing data, real estate market data, such as historical sales and pricing trends, to predict which properties are most likely to sell quickly and for the highest price. This can help a home staging company focus its efforts on the most profitable opportunities. And then it gives you, again, that competitive advantage. By leveraging AI, business can gain a competitive advantage by improving efficiency, making better decisions, and providing better customer experiences. So it all kind of comes full circle in terms of the benefits of AI. So where can you start integrating AI in your business? And there are a lot of tools and resources at your fingertips, and we'll cover some of those in detail here today. But my suggestion to you is to figure out where you're stuck in your business or the missing component you need to work on, and start the integration process there. Since I believe all things in business leads back to the content you create, let's begin there. So you can use AI to help you create blog posts, emails, headlines, lead magnets, social media copy, video scripts, and so much more. It instantly ditches writer's block and can save you a ton of time. I know many of you tell me all the time you don't do enough marketing because you don't have time. That's simply not an excuse anymore. With marketing, AI can help create a list of best hashtags, SEO tasks, images, marketing copy, HTML code, automation, more engagement. It can help analyze customer data, so it can do a lot. And in terms of sales, AI can prioritize promising leads, follow up regularly with leads, segment customers, and provide crucial information to speak to prospects with ease. Then when it comes to customer support, AI-powered customer support enables you to develop deeper insights and build a better user experience. So this leads to improving online customer experience, retention rates, brand image, preventative help, and even the generation of revenue. So an example of this is a chatbot on your website. And you can even integrate AI into daily business operations, handling assistant tasks like scheduling appointments. You can better track your time and deadlines. There are even apps out there to help create design projects, instantly put together room ideas, and even build custom artwork. And because of time constraints and my expertise, we're really just going to focus mainly on the first 3 ways here. And have you guys used any AI apps? If so, let me know in the chat. I know most of you guys were saying you don't use AI at all. But if you do, let me know. And maybe you are and you just don't know it yet. So what about Canva, HubSpot, CRM, Zendesk, which is a customer service app, Aweber, Hootsuite, Google Analytics, Zapier, Grammarly, Asana. These all have AI features embedded into their programming already. Yes, Canva, definitely. ChatGPT. Because business today, we're under constant pressure to do more with less. In this environment, it's no wonder that tools based on artificial intelligence are becoming increasingly popular. So I wanted to dive into some of my newest go-to tools. So this app has exploded onto the scene late last year, and it's owned by Microsoft and is special only because it's public, attracting over 1 million users in the first week. So I'm going to play this video and I'm going to hope that you hear it good.
Okay, so we are at the start of ChatGPT, and you can find this page right here. If you go to this link, chat.openai.com/chat. Now, with ChatGPT, first of all, you're going to have to insert prompts or questions down here in the search bar. I'll show you another way you could do this as well. But these are some of the examples that they give you. Got any creative ideas for a 10-year-old's birthday party? How do I make an HTTP request in JavaScript? So these are some examples that you can use to prompt ChatGPT to create an answer for you. You want to remember that ChatGPT can actually have a conversation with you based off of earlier prompts that you've used. They also allow the user to provide follow-up corrections as well. And it's supposed to decline inappropriate requests. Now, some of the limitations that it has is that it often will generate incorrect information, right? This is new technology. They are still trying to work out the kinks in this. Of course, this is growing as we are growing more, learning about AI. Now, another thing too with ChatGPT, it has limited knowledge of the world and events after 2021. So it's not familiar with the things that we are currently experiencing in life, right? So it can go back and kind of crawl through the internet and go through its data set to figure out appropriate answers to your prompts. So now again, what you would do here is you just ask ChatGPT a question. So maybe I want to easily recap the benefits of home staging. So I'll just put, what are the benefits of staging a home for sale? And it instantly starts spitting out what you asked it. So you can see here, it increases the value of the home. It helps potential buyers visualize themselves living in the home. It makes the home more attractive. It helps highlight the home's best features, and so on. You can see here that it will spit out a number of benefits. You can actually put a number to your question if you wanted to, and it would start spitting that out as well. Now, we'll get into this a little bit more, but obviously your prompts they need to have some substance in them. And a lot of times you might not really know how to word what it is you're looking for. So ChatGPT over here in the sidebar, it has a page called templates, a few different things that you can enter in here. So the category, maybe it's about copywriting, marketing, SEO, social media. Let's keep it on marketing here. And it also gives you different frameworks based off of the language or our thinking. You can also use a miscellaneous subcategory here. So I'll just keep it in frameworks. I will also do AIDI, which is attention, interest, desire, and action, right? So that's just a way that you can kind of figure out how to grab attention, interest, desire, and action through the words that will be coming out from ChatGPT. Okay, so of course, I'm going to keep it English here. I want my tone to be conversational, right? But your tone should match your brand style. So know that, and also your writing style too. So your voice tone, your writing style, those can change based on how your brand reflects that. And this is going to help kind of speed up the process and give you words that match your brand. So I'm going to keep creative. I'm going to keep conversation here. Let's tell them to describe the vacant home staging process. So as you're inputting all of these different prompts here, it's going to come up with this prompt template basically. And so you're going to click execute template. This is my conversation area. Again, I put that prompt in through the templates over here, and this is what it spit out. So based off writing in a witty AIDI style, which is attention, interest, desire, and action, like I just mentioned, this is what it came to. So attention, are you struggling to sell your vacant home? Do you feel like something is missing but can't quite put your finger on it? Interest, the answer might be simpler than you think. Research shows that staged homes sell faster and for higher prices than empty ones. But who has the time, energy, or resources to fully furnish and decorate a house they're trying to sell? The desire, right? That's where our vacant home staging service comes in. Our team of experts will transform your empty space into a beautifully staged and inviting home that will capture the hearts and imaginations of potential buyers. With our help, you'll be able to sell your home quickly and for top dollar. Don't wait any longer to get the results you deserve. Contact us today to schedule a consultation and take the first step towards a successful sale. Let us help you showcase the full potential of your property and get the offers rolling in. So again, ChatGPT allows you to have human-like conversations with it. And the language model can answer questions and assist you with tasks like composing emails, blogs, generating ideas, and even HTML code and stuff like that. And I should mention too, you'll have a library of all your prompts over here on the left sidebar too. So you can see that when I was doing this webinar, I was actually looking up things for the webinar, like AI and home staging, ChatGPT search prompts, so AI tools for customer support. So just different things in there to just get my mind going. All right. Here is another platform here. And when it comes to taking notes, I've used this with online and in-person meetings, on staging appointments, and even at a conference. So otter.ai can capture the information being shared. And here's how.
Otter for Business. Otter for Business are specifically made for work environments and education institutions. It provides additional user and data management, enhanced collaboration tools, and additional security features. Groups. Groups act like a communication channel. You can rename each group, and every time you record within this group, it will be automatically shared to everyone in the group, so you can keep the team in sync. Recording. To start recording, press the record button. It'll record instantaneously in real time. You can edit the title of the conversation. If you sync your calendar, Author will learn your custom vocabulary and improve the transcription accuracy. Conversation title will be automatically named after your calendar event. As you speak, Author will type out the words for you in real time. Share. You can share the conversation privately by entering the recipient's email or create a public link, which will enable access to the conversation for anyone with the link. Highlight. During the meetings, you can highlight the key phrases, like key decisions, to-dos, action items in a meeting with one click at the bottom right corner. After the meeting, you can also select key phrases and highlight from the pop-up menu. Comment. From the same menu, you can also add comment. Tag other people in your organizations for further collaboration. Comments will be displayed on the right side of the conversations. Add photo. You can add photos of slides, whiteboard sketches, post-it notes, or anything you like. This works great for classroom settings, meeting, or conference. After you finish recording, Author will process your conversation for auto-corrections, speaker separation, and speaker identification. My Conversations. You can find all your conversations in the left side of the screen under My Conversation menu. Select the conversation you want to edit and click on the Edit button. You can add or remove a speech bubble or change spellings in the transcript. You can also click on the speaker icon to add a speaker name. An Author will learn and start to recognize this speaker in the future. All highlighted decisions, action items, to-dos, or important information can be found in the highlight summary. This serves as a meeting summary that will help you review the important moments of your conversation. You can review and export your meeting summary here. You can also export the entire conversation. Author supports transcript export in Clipboard, TXT, Microsoft Docx, PDF, and SRT. You can share the transcript to a private email or a shared link, similar to the live environment setting. There are more options here. Remesh speakers, high timestamps. We have a summary AI that automatically generates a summary of keywords or topics that are said throughout the conversation. If you click one word here, it will show you the parts of the conversation that has that keyword. Our AI allows all of your conversations to be searchable. You can type here in this search field and find the conversation you're looking for. Account settings. You can access your account on the top right side of the screen. Click your profile and click Account Settings. You can update your user profile here. Author will learn your custom vocabulary and improve the transcription accuracy. You can teach Author custom vocabulary to boost the accuracy of proper names, jargon, acronyms, and unique name spellings simply by entering them here. We integrate with your existing workflow. Our native integration with Dropbox enables automatic media files transcriptions from Dropbox folders. Integration with your calendars enables notifications, record your meetings, and automatic conversation naming. Our integration with Zoom enables live transcription and note-taking for Zoom meetings. We also have tutorials for playback and recording. Access FAQs here in our Help Center for any of the commonly asked questions. Folders. Folders are for your personal organization. You can create a folder whether it's a topic, subject, or department. Trash. You have your trash folder so you can access the notes you deleted in case you need it again in the future. Live notes for Zoom. After a one-time setup, you'll be able to provide live notes for meeting attendees for your future Zoom meetings. In your Zoom meeting, you'll see a live icon on the top left corner. All your meetings attendees can view the live transcripts by clicking the View Stream button. It will open up a web browser and you can see the Author live transcript happening on the side. Anyone in the meeting can highlight anything to collaborate for. You can add photos by clicking the camera icon and attach it in your live conversation. If you're grabbing a screenshot or sharing some designs or photos, they can see it live here. This can be shared with all of your colleagues even during the meeting. You can have a public link as well. Author for Business.
So they do have a free version of that account for up to 300 minutes. So it might be nice to just go in there and play around with it. Like even for Zoom meetings, if you do Zoom meetings like this in RESA, for your RESA chapter, that might be a great way that everyone gets the transcript of it. So it's a fun tool to play around with for sure. This one, I don't know about you guys, but I hate cold calling and prospecting, all of that. If you're with me, type yes in the chat. I just want to make sure I'm not alone here, but this tool has blows my mind. So Crystal mines data that people post online, as well as data that has been posted about them by others. So I'm going to play this one for you.
Guys, this next tool is pretty amazing, particularly if you are not strong at sales. So Crystal Knows has this app called Crystal. And what it does is you can download it onto your desktop, and it will work with LinkedIn, it will work with emails, it will work with your CRM to learn more about the personality behind the people you want to connect to. So let me just quickly show you on LinkedIn how something like this could work. Okay, so as you can see here, Crystal has pulled up a sidebar, and it is giving me some information about how they're predicting my personality is going to be. So they are saying that I am an ID, which is an influencer. I am sociable, adventurous, and charismatic, which I would say I pretty much am. So they nailed that. So it says here too, communicate with a casual tone and provide the opportunity to make a bold decision. So they give tips here. If you want to communicate with me, keep the conversation focused and aimed at a specific outcome, and send visual aids like graphics, charts, and images. Don't place focus on outdated procedures, over focusing on future possibilities. Don't overfulfill the calls with lots of analysis and data before setting a high level vision. And I would say this is pretty spot on in terms of my personality. I like you to get right to the point. I like teaching and getting people right to the point, so you can get the information that you want and be able to move on and really protect your time. So this is the DISC map. Now, expected behavior: getting bored easily, sticking to the big picture, making decisions quickly with gut instinct. Again, keep the conversation exciting, energetic, engaging when selling to Tori. Maintain a casual tone throughout the pitch. Treat them like a friend you're presenting a good idea to, rather than just a prospective customer. Oh my gosh, spot on when it comes to my behavior. Then it gives you some email prompts here too. So make your message entertaining, provide a quick, convenient call to action, avoid too many attachments or links. It says Tori has a unique mix of natural charisma and keen analytical skill, but may want things to move quickly. Didn't I just say that? I like quick, quick, quick. So make sure to keep outreach very high level and follow up with responses in a timely manner. When it comes to meetings, expect them to be a couple of minutes late. Whoops. Yeah, that's usually true. Show excitement for new ideas. Use whiteboards and other visual aids when possible. Of course, visual aids is definitely a way to go with me because I'm a creative, like many of you guys. Energizers: public speaking, exploration and discovery, experiencing new things. I think I do all of that in my daily life. Stressors: rigid and flexible schedules. I can't stand when I have to be scheduled. Using too much caution, repetitive routine tasks. Tori is naturally independent and may feel drained by a strict schedule that lacks the flexibility that they enjoy. If they are not allows much personal freedom, they may become frustrated and unmotivated. So as you can see here, it starts breaking things out for you. And this gives you a way that you can then approach a potential prospect that you're looking for. You guys should all be on LinkedIn, number one. Number two, you should be prospecting agents, builders, investors, people in your area that you can connect with, right? This is a B2B platform, and this tool, Crystal knows, is physically telling you how to start connecting with this person, particularly if it's just a cold lead. So it asks you here too. Do you need to call Tori, email Tori, make a sales pitch, negotiate, make a good impression, persuade to take action, schedule a meeting? So let's say you want to email me to schedule a meeting. They give you prompts like subject lines, the actual phrases, right? Thinking you would be interested in this as the subject line. You know I'm going to answer that. And then the greeting is, hey. I always use hey, guys, in my emails if you haven't noticed that. And then a phrase would be, would love to connect, to talk about. I'm very curious to know. Can I give you a call today? Thanks, sign up. So as you can see here, this is pretty impressive. And it's definitely a tool that you're going to want to play around with. So again, this talks about booking a meeting, the pain points, selling to Tori, discovery with Tori, a demo for Tori, closing for Tori, negotiating with Tori, account management, building rapport.
Oh, and that's it. So like, isn't that such a cool app to play with? I think you guys should definitely get that on your LinkedIn by today and go look at one of those people on your list that you're like, I really want to talk to or work with them, but I don't know how to approach them, and see what comes up. And Crystal knows. All right, here's another cool one. And I know you guys know how much I love me some video, and this tool helps you create video and audio content. And I'll really just let the video explain all about it.
Like it or not, there's going to come a day when you think,
I should record this presentation.
We should do a podcast.
I should start a YouTube channel.
I should record my screen.
Hey guys.
Hey everyone. We're pushing.
Oh my God.
We record a lot of stuff.
yep, you do. But before you share it, send.
I don't like this.
You're going to want to edit it first.
Uh-oh.
But editing is
Hard, I know. Where do you even start, right? Well, I'll show you where to start. Meet to Script. It's a powerful new tool that makes editing easy. So easy that you'll want to edit videos.
Nice. How does it
Work? Well, first you need some video or audio. If you've already got some, just drag it right into Descript. Wait for it.
Hey guys, welcome to my first YouTube video. Hopefully my little guys don't fall.
whoa.
What?
Nah.
Yeah. It takes your audio and turns it into text. So when this happens,
All right, guys, I'm going in. What? I'm doing it big, Mom.
you can cut it out like this.
Okay.
How about that?
But get this, Descript can turn your text back into audio.
I'm pretty sure this is a first edition super rare creature kawaii.
I was wrong. It's a 7th edition, more common than water creature kawaii.
It's called overdub. Just type what you meant to say right into Descript.
I'm pretty sure this is a 7th edition creature kawaii.
And for those who need it, Descript has a screen recorder built right in.
Hey everyone. We're pushing a big update today to our content management system.
I'm sorry, I'm going to stop you right there. This is so boring.
I know.
Check it out.
Hey everyone.
With a click, you can remove every kind of, like, and whatever the hell that is.
Hey everyone, we're pushing a big update today to our CMS.
That's so cool.
And with a few clicks, you can publish your project right to the web and easily share with anyone.
Man, Jenny, I underestimated you.
And Descript is no slouch either, with support for things like non-destructive multi-track precision editing,
No.
titles, transitions, and keyframe animation, audio mixing and mastering tools, even exporting your project to other pro apps. And get this, you and your collaborators can work in the app at the same time. So when you capture media,
Pickle, you mean green?
Make sure you edit it into script.
I think it's Descript.
Script.
Descript.
Descript.
I love that video too. It's so great. But so they mentioned something called overdub, and that's where they use AI text-to-speech technology to create an ultra-realistic clone of your voice. And overdub makes correcting your recordings as simple as editing text, like they were showing you. Or you can even use overdub to create voiceovers or other audio content from scratch. So that could be voicemails, text messages, tutorials. I mean, the possibilities are really endless with this app. And I could even use this type of technology to do this workshop for me if I wanted to. So that is another great tool to check out. All right, and then this is the last one I wanted to share with you too. This tool can help you rank for the keywords and get you on page 1 faster than ever before. And here's a brief overview of how it works, because honestly, it's a very well explained video, and I don't think I would be able to do it justice. So check this one out.
What does a profitable and scalable SEO process look like? I'd say plan, write, optimize. Here's how Surfer can help your workflow go from so-so to world-class in 3 simple steps. Plan. Use Surfer's keyword research tool to get hundreds of topic clusters containing dozens of semantically related keywords. You can sort these clusters based on search intent, monthly search volume, and difficulty. Each topic cluster provided is a potential new article, and since they're all connected and related to your broad keyword, you're simultaneously building your topical authority, which signals to Google that your content deserves to be front and center, because you approach the subject from all possible angles. Now, we write. Welcome to the best kept secret in the SEO industry, Surfer's Content Editor. Agencies, SEOs, and content writers all over the world rely on Surfer's Content Editor to get real-time feedback on key elements such as NLP terms and expressions, word count, questions to answer, headings, images, and paragraphs. They trust Surface analyses because they're all backed by advanced algorithms supported by natural language processing. NLP makes it easier for search engines to understand the context or intent of your page or post. All of these suggestions are based on data gathered from relevant competitors, the targeted keyword, and an in-depth analysis of Google search. It's precise and up to date, no more guessing. To start writing an article, navigate to the content editor from one of the topic clusters generated in the keyword research tool. Alternatively, you can fetch a URL and optimize the previously published post, or input your keywords into the box to create a fresh new article. Then, choose the country you'd like to rank in, or the city if your focus is local. Lastly, hit Create Content Editor and experience firsthand how Surfer helps writers do what they do best. Write. Inside the editor, you can browse suggestions for headings in Surfer's outline builder. This feature also comes in handy if you want to save time preparing briefs for your writers, or if you simply need some inspiration as to how to best structure your content. You can share Content Editor right away via native shareable link, or integrated with Google Docs, WordPress, or Jasper. Surfer works where you work, making writing not just faster and more precise, but also more engaging and interactive. There are one-touch commands to add images, blog quotes, headings, or lists. Just type /. You can highlight the terms you've optimized or have yet to optimize to keep track of your progress. There are dozens of ways to make your content editor experience personalized to your needs and flow. Finally, let's optimize. Surfer's unique and always personalized metric, Content Score, helps you optimize your post for great performance in search engines. It takes into account hundreds of factors. To make things even easier, Surfer's auto suggestions help you follow the customized guidelines even faster. Once your content is written, you can add images manually or via Pixabay. Surfer's Content Editor, Content Score, suggestions, and metrics are there to guide you through the on-page SEO process while you focus on writing amazing content.
So that is a great way for you to build up your SEO on your website and even your blog and get in front of new people online easier. So Surfer costs about $50 a month to use after a free trial, but if you're looking to really boost traffic to your website and you already have a blog, then this is a tool you should really be looking at. All right. Now, this is what I was talking about earlier. So if you ask a dumb question or prompt, expect a dumb answer. And it's important when directing AI, you have a hyper specific question or prompt with clear, precise instructions. So when it comes to asking AI to provide you with information, it's important to be as specific as possible. You want to offer detailed text when needed, included helpful information up front, provide examples if possible, share how long you want the response to be, so 500 words or 10 tips, and use writing and thinking styles and formats like what we were discussing earlier. So AI software typically responds to different writing frameworks, and these are some of the most important ones to remember. And let me put them all up here so you guys can grab a picture or write them down as I'm kind of talking about them. So AIDI is the framework: attention, interest, desire, and action, right? So we want to grab their attention, gain their interest with a sentence or two, build up the desire of why they need it to take action then. Another framework called PAS is problem, agitate, and solution, right? So what's the problem? How can you become the solution? BAB is before, after, and bridge. So what happened before? What happened after taking action? And what was the bridge that made that transition happen? And then FAB framework is features, advantages, and benefits. So providing the different features of whatever it is you are searching for, those advantages and benefits that is going to help your potential client. So here's a simple example of a bad prompt versus a good prompt. And so a bad prompt here is write a blog post on home staging. It's very vague. You're probably going to get a very vague answer if you just type that in. So a better prompt to use is write an 800-word blog post on home staging, including the benefits, costs, and services in a professional tone and creative writing style. So I mentioned earlier that in ChatGPT, it will continue the conversation as well. So here's an example of prompt chaining. And prompt chaining is when you keep diving deeper into a topic that you already started asking within ChatGPT. So I asked it a few questions where it came up with responses. And then I asked it a final question to use those responses to do something, in this case, write a Facebook ad. So at first I said, what would be the fears of someone using home staging? And it came up with these answers. Then I said, what would be the hopes of someone using home staging? Again, it supplied some more answers. Then I said, what would be the motives of someone using home staging? And it provided us with these answers. And then, so here's the prompt chaining that I'm talking about. Use the fears, hopes, and motives above and write a Facebook ad selling home staging to a home seller looking to sell their property quickly for more money. So then it came up with this Facebook ad copy. Attention home sellers, are you looking to sell your property quickly and for more money? Are you feeling overwhelmed or uncertain about the home selling process? Our professional home staging services can help. At insert your company name. We understand the fears, hopes, and motives that are driving you to sell your home. You may be concerned about the cost of staging, worried about losing control over the design, or unsure about the benefits of staging, but we're here to help you overcome these challenges and achieve your selling goal. So it continues on from there, but you can see how it's starting to form an ad that's going to be more responsive. So is this making sense with everyone? I just have a couple more slides left, but I wanted to get you guys thinking. If you have questions or whatever, but go ahead, put those in the comments below and we can get to them next. I also wanted to share with you too a follow-up sequence prompt. So if any of you guys do automation for emails, if you have like an opt-in and then you send a few emails out to the potential prospect afterwards, you can use this follow-up sequence prompt here. So ask ChatGPT something like this. Write a 4-day follow-up email sequence for someone who opted in for a free home staging checklist, but hasn't booked their appointment yet. Then it will populate 4 well-written emails you could pop right into your email marketing system with a few tweaks, and you have an entire automation email sequence created. So, oh gosh, that picture is so pixelated. I wanted to give you guys a few other next action steps. First, I want you to decide what area to use AI in first in your business. So if you need help with copy, then you might want to start using ChatGPT. If you know your website is on page 3, but you really need it on page 1, then maybe you want to use SEO Surfer. If you know you need to start making more connections, maybe Crystal Knows is a good way to go in order for you to start networking and building relationships. So decide what area to use AI first in. The second thing is research and play around with tools. These tools, like, we're just scratching the surface here. So I know, like, this is just the beginning of what AI can do for you and your business, and we're still in the infancy stages of this technology, but there are these action steps that you can take. So evaluate how AI can be applied in your business. Take some time to reflect on what you learned today and think about how it can be used in your business. Also, continue to research and play around with tools that are relevant to your business needs and budget, and develop and implement a plan. So this should include timelines, budget, resource allocation, and potential risks and challenges that might happen when you start using AI in your business. And if you guys have questions or have other marketing help that you might need, you can always schedule a free discovery session with me at bit.ly/TT Discover. So TT Discover is all in caps. And I wanted to say too, if you are not a member of Visibility for Home Stagers and Real Estate Agents, it's our favorite, it's our Facebook private group where we go in and we talk about visibility and other marketing tactics and things like that. You could just use the QR code right here on your screen and join the conversation. So that's where I'm going to leave it here, guys. Do you have any questions?
I have one, Tori. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Cheryl. And so my question, so first off, thank you for sharing kind of your personal journey, because that's really special. And I know I appreciate that very much. But how long would you say it took you from the time you kind of said, I'm going to really get involved with AI, to the point of becoming really proficient and having it really start to kind of pay dividends, so to speak?
I would say I started using AI probably in January, more or less. So, we're in May now, and I would say probably after the 3-month mark of just getting more consistent with it, being able to implement it in the different areas of my business. And, obviously slating time too in your own schedule to be able to do that as well. It's made a bigger difference, and I've been able to reach more people.
one follow-up question, please, and thank you for your answer. Was there one particular tool that you found most helpful? I know that it will vary by person and where their pain points are, but was there something that you felt like was kind of a good jumping in point for you?
I think one of the easiest ones to get started with is the Chat GPT. And you've got a little bit of the learning curve, like with the prompts that you would have to give it, but it gives you a good baseline to just get things moving. So you're not sitting there stuck or thinking about what should you write in this email, or what should my landing page be, or is it salesy and is it too salesy, things like that. So I would say that's a good place to start, particularly if you're having problems with just getting content out there.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Tori. So
Hi.
Laurie and I are going to be attending RESACon in July. Do you know if there's going to be any follow-up or any topics that are like this that we can hear a lot more about?
I know they have me doing one of their webinars in June. And so there's that, and I'm not quite sure. I'm sure technology will change by then, so I'll have more to share. But I don't think anyone's specifically speaking on AI at RESACon.
Well, they should have you.
Well, I'll be there on a panel.
Okay.
I don't think it's announced yet, so don't go spreading the word, but yeah, a panel for newbies though, so I don't quite know what all that will be entailing, but I'll be there. So yeah, if you guys come, definitely.
Yeah, we'll find you. We'll find you.
Definitely. Let's do a video together or something too.
Oh, that'd be fun. Cut it out. That'd be great. So I actually own a marketing company aside from my home staging and aside from my staging school that I'm launching next week. So yeah, I'm crazy. Anyway,
very ambitious. I love it.
I think about everything you've said here today, and I look back to, I know for a fact that I need to do all of this, and it comes down to time. You know, like and I know this is going to save time, and I know that this will, you know, automating things will be great. I mean, Liz is on my team, but Liz and I have talked about this for years. Like, we got to do this, we got to do this. And every time you turn around, there's something else that comes in that takes the place of spending time on the business. Do you have any like time-saving tips to help this?
Oh gosh, I know. We all need time.
I know. 7 in the morning, Chloe. We know. It's 7 o'clock. All right, I'm sorry.
I think you really just need to think about the plan and what it is you want to accomplish, right? So even if you break things down by quarter and then break that stuff down even more, and then just try and tackle a few things a day. Okay. That's just the simplest way to do it. And then I like to, I mean, I see it as video is kind of like the beginning, but also the end all. It gets you out there the fastest. So if you do a video, and even if you did a horizontal video, like for YouTube or something,
right, then
you can get somebody to, and it's really just a push of a button in the editing software, but you can make it a vertical video, and you could take those clips and then you could put it and make it reels, and you could take that one video and turn it into so much other content, which I'm sure you're familiar with, but that helps with getting the content out there and being consistent.
Yeah, I mean, we do it a lot for our clients. We just don't do it a lot for ourselves.
I hear you. Yes, I hear you.
Okay. All right.
You kind of have to just make your stuff a priority also too.
And it's funny, when you started the conversation, you were listing off a bunch of software that has AI capabilities. And I was thinking, oh my God, we use like 5 of those.
Yeah.
And we don't, we use it for what we use it for and didn't go beyond that. So it's something that we definitely need to look into as well. So,
Yeah, it makes it a lot easier to, and I think more businesses are gonna start adding more of these AI capabilities to their platforms.
I mean, it's amazing. What it does is amazing, and it's helped me and Liz. Like, we've used it a lot for our copywriting. For, I had to write a bio. So I put it on my fax, and it helped me write a bio for myself. It's little things that you don't think about that it works for.
Even if you put in like your older bio too, or something like that, and then just say, I need this need it reworked, 800 words. It needs to be more conversational or something. It will spit something out, and you're like, oh, why didn't I think of that?
Yeah, there's a lot of that in my head when I think of that. So, all right, well, that's awesome. Thank you.
Of course.
I know that when you did your webinar before that I watched, you had, I don't want to put you on the spot, but you had a package to offer people. Do you want to talk about that?
Oh, so yeah, that's our Visible You incubator. It's our membership site where you pay monthly, and actually we were doing $67 a month for this workshop, so I can certainly still honor that. And basically, you learn a new marketing tactic every month to implement into your business, and we provide a 1-hour workshop with this marketing tactic, and then each week we meet live for about an hour, and that's our open studio, so you can come ask questions, share what you're working on in terms of marketing. And we launched this back in 2020, so we've got at least a dozen or so different marketing tactics already in there uploaded. We also have the plan to market mini sessions, so that literally helps you set up a marketing plan for your business within 6 sessions. And you get access to me 24/7, basically. I mean, please let me sleep sometimes. But yeah, if you ever have a question, if you need help doing something in terms of marketing, I'm basically at your fingertips. And I've been helping stagers with their marketing since 2014. And it really costs thousands and thousands of dollars to have something like this. And so to be able to give this to my colleagues at such a low price, when people, especially when they're starting out, they really need to start implementing marketing in their business. Like, I love being able to help people get more visible and conquer their marketing fears.
I think it's awesome. I think it's great.
So yeah, if you want to learn more about that, it's called visibleyouincubator.com. I just put that in the chat. Yeah, and then also make sure that you are part of the Facebook group too. That's on your screen now, because we always try to continue the conversation over there too.
Yeah, we all just scanned your QR code and loaded it in.
Make it simple and easy, right?
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's what's going to sell. That's what's going to work. People who don't think we have enough time, and then you find a way to save us our time. It's perfect.
Exactly.
All right.
Awesome. Well, my email is tori@toritoth.com, or you can go to my website too for more information. But yeah, if you ever have any questions or want to do a discovery session or join the incubator, please reach out to me and I can assist you.
Thanks, Tori.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
See you in Vegas.
Thank you.